Hi, I'm Ms. Claywell, and we are going to be working on Skill 4 multi-step equation. So our guidelines for multi-step equations is our first step is to simplify. Simplify each side separately. Once we simplify each side separately, in order to do that, we want to use the distributive property. When we can. We also want to combine like terms, which means terms with the same variable. Second, once I simplify each side separately, I want to move all the variables to the same side using addition and subtraction. After I do that, I want to isolate the variable using multiplication and division. Let's go ahead and take a second to pause this screen, write those things down. Okay, so we're still in our notes. There also is a difference in the different types of solution you can get when you write an equation. So you can get one solution, no solutions, or infinite many solutions. So one solution would be like if I got x equals 2, 7 equals x. No solution would be if I solved it and I got like a false statement. So like 2 does not equal 3, 6 does not equal 0. Infinitely many solutions is when I get a true statement like 6 equals 6, x equals x. So we're going to take a second to apply these. So if I look here, x minus x becomes 0 plus 6 equals 6. 6 equals 6, so I see right then that it's a true statement. I can also subtract 6 from both sides. I get 0 equals 0. So we can add when both sides you have infinitely many solutions. So I could put in a 1, x would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I also realized I had a true statement. If I look at this one, I'm going to distribute my 2. Six does not equal negative 2. So I have no. You also may see a circle with a line through it. No solutions. You cannot write a 0. If you write a 0, that people think your solution is 0. No solutions when sides are unequal. Okay, now we're just going to do some practice problems, reviewing, solving. So we're going to go back to the 3 steps we talked about at the beginning. Simplify each side separately. I cannot simplify each side further, move all variables to the same side. So I'm going to try to get all my constants on the same side. Figure out my x. Now I'm going to isolate my x by adding or dividing by the opposite of multiplying by 3. Negative 3, the opposite is dividing by negative 3. Here, I cannot simplify each side further. I write this as x over negative 3. Opposite of dividing by 3, negative 3 is multiplying by negative 3. Okay, feel free to pause if you have any questions on this. So this is just some basic review. On this next part, we're getting into a little bit of complicated problems. So I want to simplify each side first, use the distributive property when I can, so I can distribute that. Ooh, I made a mistake here. There should not be an x. So I'm going to combine like terms. Now I'm going to get all my variables on the same side, so I'm going to get my constants on one side. You guys, I made a mistake. When I multiplied this by 3, I should have gotten 12. Subtracting 12 from each side. (16 divided by 8 is 2. I want to distribute. So I get negative 6 equals 16. That's not true, so there's no solutions. I had a false statement. Here I cannot simplify 12 any further. I can distribute that 2. Now I want to simplify each side. I made a mistake again. I'm going too fast. I keep making mistakes. So notice this is subtraction. So this is negative 2. So I'd add 2 to both sides. Here I can't simplify the sides any further, but I can move my variables to the same side. Last 2 on our notes. I want to simplify each side. I see 2n plus 2 equals 2n plus 2. I can see right away, or see that those sides are equal, so I get 2 equals 2. This is infinite solutions. We got a true statement. 2 does equal 2. Here I'm going to get my x's on one side. If you wanted to combine your constants first, that's fine. We end up with 2 equals x. So if you have any questions, come to office hours, talk to your teacher. Hopefully this helps us with this skill.